Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Kunja Bihari Jai Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Natira Vanachari Natira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Jaya Gopi Jana Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Rasi Hari Radha Rasi Hari Radha. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Vishnupad Paramsa Parivrajagacharya Ashutasata Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Hadashtakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद शुद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्णा गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगमय की यमुनामय की तुलसी महारानी की शीला प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुद्धिस्ट प्रोग्राम की श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी ललिता विशाखा की श्री श्री सीताराम हनुमान की श्री श्री गौर निताई की शीला प्रभुपाद की अनंत गौड़ी वैष्णववृंद की all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 6, Text number 15. One point 6.15. तस्मिन् निर्मनुजेरण्ये पिप्पलोपस्थ आश्रिता आत्मानात्मानम् आत्मस्थं यथाश्रुतम् अचिन्तयन्। तस्मिन् निर्मनुजेरण्ये पिप्पलोपस्थ आश्रितः आत्मानम् आत्मस्थं यथाश्रुतम् अचिन्तयन्। तस्मिन् निर्मनुजेरण्ये पिप्पलोपस्थ आश्रितः आत्मानम् आत्मस्थं यथाश्रुतम् अचिन्तयन्।
तस्मिन् निर्मनुजेरण्ये पिप्पलोपस्थाश्रितः आत्मानात्मानमात्मस्थं यथा श्रुतम् अचिन्तयन्। तस्मिन् निर्मनुजेरण्ये पिप्पलोपस्थाश्रितः आत्मानात्मानम् आत्मस्थं यथा श्रुतम् अचिन्तयन्। तस्मिन् निर्मनुजेरण्ये पिप्पलोपस्थाश्रितः आत्मस्थं यथा श्रुतं चिन्तयन्। तस्मिन् निर्मनुजेरण्ये
Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. After that, under the shadow of a banyan tree in an uninhabited forest, I began to meditate upon the Supersoul situated within, using my intelligence, as I had learned from liberated souls. One should not meditate according to one's personal whims. One should know perfectly well from the authoritative sources of scriptures, through the transparent medium of a bona fide spiritual master, and by proper use of one's trained intelligence for meditating upon the Supersoul dwelling within every living being. This consciousness is firmly developed by a devotee who has rendered loving service unto the Lord by carrying out the orders of the spiritual master. Sri Naradji contacted bona fide spiritual masters, served them sincerely, and got enlightenment rightly. Thus he began to meditate. Dhyayatas charanambojam bhava nirjita chetasa aukantya ashrukalakshasya hridiyasin me shaner harihi. As soon as I began to meditate upon the lotus feet of the Personality of Godhead, with my mind transformed in transcendental love, tears rolled down my eyes, and without delay, the Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, appeared in the lotus of my heart. The word bhava is significant here. This bhava stage is attained after one has transcendental affection for the Lord. The first initial stage is called Shraddha, or a liking for the Supreme Lord. And in order to increase that liking, one has to associate with pure devotees of the Lord. The third stage is to practice the prescribed rules and regulations of devotional service. This will dissipate all sorts of misgivings and remove all personal deficiencies that hamper progress in devotional service. When all misgivings and personal deficiencies are removed, there is a standard faith in transcendental matter, and the taste for it increases in greater proportion. This stage leads to attraction, and after this there is bhava, or the prior stage of unalloyed love of God. All the above different stages are but different stages of development of transcendental love. Being so surcharged with transcendental love, there comes a strong feeling of separation, which leads to 8 different kinds of ecstasies. Tears from the eyes of a devotee is an automatic reaction. And because Sri Narad Muni in his previous birth attained that stage very quickly after his departure from home, it was quite possible for him to perceive the actual presence of the Lord, which he tangibly experienced by his developed spiritual senses, without material tinge. Om Ajnanatimidindasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurminitam Yena Tasmai Shri Dve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Statitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tati Swatatantikam Evam Shri Guru Prabhupada Vaishnavascha Rupam Sagratam Sagrarunakambitam Tam Sajivam Advaitam Sarvabhutam Tam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sakala Lalita Shri Vishakha Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Sakarajana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishramanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vacha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Last week, we have understood how Narad Muni, when he was a small boy, he was just 5-year-old boy, he's completely dependent on his mother. And his mother, when one day she went to milk a cow, she was bitten by a snake. And immediately she died. So in general, when somebody dear to us, they die, we lament, we cry and all that stuff. But because his heart was infused with transcendental knowledge, right, Bhagavata Jnana, he took it as mercy of Krishna. Right? Srila Prabhupada, there is one verse, Tatte nukampam susuvikshamanam bunjana yevatma kritam vipakam hridvagvapurбhir vidadan namaste jivetaya mukti pade sadhaya bhak. All of you should learn this verse. You know this verse? Anybody knows this verse? Tatte nukampam susuvikshamanam bunjana yevatma kritam vipakam hridvagvapurбhir vidadan namaste jivetaya mukti pade sadhaya bhak. This is a verse from 10th canto, 14th chapter. I think 8th or 9th verse. So in this verse, Brahmaji is saying, Anukampa. Anukampa means great mercy of the Lord. Tattenukampam susuvikshamanam bunjana yevatma kritam vipakam. When a devotee faces hardships, he prays to Krishna, he thanks Krishna. My dear Krishna, I deserve much more punishment. Suppose your finger is cut. Because you are a devotee of Krishna, actually your head is supposed to be cut. But Krishna reduced into a small punishment, only a finger is cut. Right? So thinking like this, a devotee, my dear Lord, I am a very sinful person. I deserve much more bigger punishment. But because you are very merciful to your devotees, you have reduced it a minimal punishment. Unjana evatma kritam vipakam. Hridvag vapurbir vidadan namaste. With his mind, with his body, and with his words, he offers constantly obeisances to Sri Krishna. Such a person, jivetaya mukti pade sadhayabhak. Dayabhak means inheritance. Just like a son, if he remains attached to his father, as soon as father dies, he inherits his property. In the same way, such a devotee who doesn't complain when there is suffering, who doesn't blame Krishna when he is suffering, and he thanks Krishna that he reduced his suffering. Such a person, and then he keeps on performing devotion service. Such a person becomes eligible of owning or going back to Golok Vrindavan or Vaikuntha. Just like when a son remains alive, when the father dies, as soon as father dies, he inherits his property. In the same way, a devotee of Krishna inherits Vaikuntha or Golok Vrindavan. Prabhupada says, one should lead one's life based on this verse. A Vaishnava should lead his life based on this verse. One should never blame Krishna. When the karmis, they blame Krishna, I have done, why bad things happen to good people. Have you heard this? Huh? Why bad things happen? Actually, the topic is very bad, wrong, Actually, good things happen to good people, bad things happen to bad people. Right? Bad things don't happen to good people. Bad things happen means you're a rascal, Right? Right. Please note this at least translation. Jivetaya muktipade sadaivak. 8 or 9? Huh? 8? 10, 14, 8. You may ask, why Krishna puts devotees into suffering? You could avoid, right? What do you think, Nidhi?
He just wants to show us strength and how.
Show us?
Strength.
Test.
Strength.
Strength.
Krishna is testing us because he's not so cheap to be disturbed. So Maya, with his external energy, he puts us, the living entity, to test, to check his determination. And no one can, Krishna is not so cheap that you can be disturbed so easily. That's why he's put to test.
Who told you? You heard this somewhere?
Yeah. Radheshyam.
Anybody? Matajis? Very good. Krishna himself says in 11th canto Bhagavatam, when a gold is burnt at a high temperature, it becomes kundan. When my devotees put into fire of suffering, they become like kundan. You know what is kundan? Huh? Huh? Don't know Kundan? What is Kundan?
Molten gold.
Huh?
Molten gold.
Kundan jewelry shop. It shines. It shines. Glitters. Huh?
Pure and shiny.
Pure and shiny. Like that. So, the moral is when we are put into suffering, I don't know. Actually, devotees, you should remember, what is your name? Pranav. You should remember, devotees are not put into suffering by Maya Devi. Maybe we should not use that word cheap and all. Krishna is very kind towards his devotees. As soon as you surrender to him, he takes charge. And then Maya and Yamaraj, they have no jurisdiction over devotees. Whatever test is to be given, Krishna himself gives. Just like a father or a mother, when the child, climbs on the shoulder, sometimes hits. Sometimes children, they hit, mother. Mother doesn't bother, right? Like that, Krishna doesn't bother when we devotees go and disturb us, disturb him. He likes, like mother likes it, if the child plays with an drag, बाल खींचेगी. अभी वो लोग वीडियो भी निकालते हैं. मी में रील्स बनाते हैं. So that is the main thing. Did it, what I'm saying, did it enter your hearts? Bharati Mataji? Did this enter in your heart? Whatever I'm trying to explain. Huh? What? Iyer Sahib, did you understand what I'm trying to say? Huh? Yeah. Srinath Krishna Prabhu, did it reach your heart? Vijayaram Prabhu? Huh?
I'm always in the same situation.
Huh?
I'm in the same situation more or less at the moment. What do you expect? Punishment by Krishna. I'm just feeling that.
We should not call it punishment, it is test.
Yeah.
Testing times.
Correct word is test.
Krishna never punishes his devotees. Dhruv, understand this. Your life should be based on this verse. When we are in trouble, we should know that we should see, just like Narad Muni, even the small boy, he saw the hand of Krishna in his mother's death. It is very cruel, na? Small 5-year-old boy, Krishna taking away mother. But Narad Muni did not blame Krishna. He praised Krishna. He took it as mercy because that was his last attachment in this world. Mother. That attachment also he has taken. Now he is free. Huh? He was going around all over India. समझ में आया ना अभी? हाँ? नेने साहब समझ में आया? It should enter our hearts. Without sanction of Krishna, whatever troubles are coming, whatever, they don't come to you without the sanction of Krishna. And then who is Krishna to us? He is dearmost friend. Krishna is Dearmost friend. Does a friend trouble is another friend? No, right? But sometimes, so Krishna never troubles his devotees. Then we think, why does then all these things happen? Because he wants to increase our attachment to Krishna. When we are in trouble, we should remember Krishna, we should pray to Krishna, we should chant more, we should read Bhagavatam more, we should not try to solve our problems. Right? That is. So he didn't do anything, Narad Muni. Then he just walked. Then he went. Then he saw Tasmin Nirmanjunanya, Pipalapasta Ashritaha. Pipala tree means banyan tree. He sat under a tree. Pipalapasta Ashritaha. Atmanaha. Atmanastam. Right? So these words are very important. Atmana, by intelligence. Atmanam, the super soul. Atmastam, situated within myself. Atma. Atma, Sanskrit is a very beautiful language. Atma has many connotations. Atma means body. Atma means mind. Atma means intelligence. Atma means soul. Atma means super soul. When this Atma refers to which, only Prabhupada will know. We will not know. That is why if you read 13th chapter Bhagavad Gita, everybody becomes confused. Sometimes Krishna uses Atma for super soul. Right? Bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha Sukshmatvat tad vijneyam na vijneyam durastam chantike chatat. You know this verse? Bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha. He is inside and he is outside. Right? He is inside and he is outside. In the hearts of Charam and Acharam. Charam means we are all Charam. Acharam means trees and stones and all. Do you know, how many of you know that there is, some stones are alive? Even stone is also a living entity. Do you know? Huh? Stone. Huh? Anybody knows? Stones? Huh? Stones are also, some stones are having life. They grow. That is why some stones, they take birth in the hills of Tirumala, Govardhan, or all over Tirtha place. They are situated on the hills. When the pure devotees they walk up, they may sit on those stones, and then they become delivered. So sometimes some jivas, they desire to take birth as a stone on Tirumala hill. Like that. So they are achara. Then trees are achara. He is so small, sukshmatvatvad na vijneyam. It's very difficult to know. Durastam chanchiketsal. He is very far and he is very near. Right? Sarvendriya gunabhasam, Sarvendriya vivarjitam. So these are all applies to super soul. Krishna Prabhupada applied, made us understand that all these verses, if you read Mayavadi commentaries, they think that it is applying to the soul. Like that. Atmana, right? Atmanam, Atmana, by intelligence, Atmanam, to super soul, Atmastam, within the self. Yata Shrutam Achintayam. This word is very important. He started meditating as he heard. He did not concoct. He did not concoct. Some foolish rascals, they teach you. Meditate on light, blue light, right? Then yellow light, green light, red light, all that. Prabhupada said, you will see these colors in the traffic junction, If you want to see these colors, go driving car, you will see the traffic. This is complete rascaldom. Light. One person came. He was telling Swamiji, that is in 1966. Swamiji, when I meditate, I see different colors. Prabhupada said, chant Hare Krishna, they will go away. Right? This Asatguru and some Shankar, they all teach some meditation. If you follow, even 1 million years you meditate, you won't get any benefit. You don't get any benefit. He will get lot of money. Right? All these filmy people, they go to him. किसका किस्मत फूटती है ना, वो लोग फिल्म एक्ट्रेस बन जाते हैं. उसका किस्मत बहुत ही खराब है. They become actors. And then और उसका और खराब है, इसलिए ऐसे लोगों के पास जाते हैं. And they will cheat you, So be very careful. Don't get cheated. Krishna's one of the names of Krishna is Yogeshwara. What? Yogeshwara. Your first time? What's your name, sir? Huh? Pathari. Makhari. Mukesh Makhari. Huh?
Last time, second.
Very good. Suppose you want to get a job in Maharashtra Police Department. You wear a uniform as a policeman and start working as a traffic policeman. Will you get salary? Huh?
I will not accept job.
No. Example. You want to work as a policeman in Maharashtra government. Huh? You dress yourself as with police uniform and then start standing at the traffic junction. Then beep, 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 beep. First job in the world traffic force. Huh? Once one girl, she went and complained to her boyfriend. देखो उधर भाई हमेशा जाती रहता हूँ, वो एक आदमी विजिल मारता है, इधर उधर जाने को है ना, इशारा करता रहता है, कुछ करो। हाँ, तुमको छेड़ रहा है, कौन है, चलो। मोटर बाइक पे जाता है, पुलिसमैन को दिखा, मेरे को देख के विजिल मारता। Anyway, you will not get a job, right? You will not get a salary. If you want to get money as a policeman, you have to be appointed by a Maharashtra Police Department, right? Maharashtra Police Department, and then you should follow the superior officer's orders. Then only you will get salary, then only you will be getting promotion and all that. Is it not? Do you agree, Mukesh ji? Right? Whimsically you go, somebody wears a police uniform and stands there. What will happen to that person, Komal? He will be arrested for impersonation. Is it not? In the same way, yoga, if you want to become successful in yoga, you must follow Yogeshwara's instructions. Huh? समझ में आया? Because just like Maharashtra government is the one, simply by doing some work, you don't get result. You know, you have to please somebody, then only you get payment. Right? Otherwise you are a madman, you know. Right? You have to follow. In the same way, if you want success in yoga, then you must follow the instructions of Yogeshwara. So that Yogeshwara, he gave instructions in 6th chapter Bhagavad Gita. And 3rd canto, 28th chapter, he gave instructions how to meditate on Krishna. Grastas, especially, they should not practice meditation. What? Huh? Grihasthas? Huh? Should not practice meditation. Why? Why? Dhruv? Why we should not meditate?
Because we're expecting some result out of that. If you just surrender to Krishna, he'll take care of everything.
Who can tell? Please raise your hands. Grihasthas, they should not practice meditation. Why?
There is constant disturbance of kids.
Somebody may not have kids. Somebody may be living alone. Who can tell?
Ashram to ashram, grihastha ashram, and all the different ashrams differs.
This is, I am not saying, huh? Krishna is saying. Huh? Huh?
Sense gratification.
Yeah. Huh? No. Krishna, this is my statement. Grihasthas, they should not They are not eligible for meditation. Why?
They have desires, not
Grihasthas are prabhuji so much entangled in their family life and all that. Whereas a sannyasi is aloof from all that, he can just constantly.
What is that word? Who is that? Who told? Very good. Prashantatma vigatabhir brahmachari vrate sthitaha manas samyamya machitto yukta asita matpara. Right? Samakkaya shirogrivam dharayan achalam dhruvam sampreksha nasikagram swam dishaschanavalokanam prashantatma vigatabhir brahmachari vrate sthitaha manas samyamya machitta yukta asita matpara. Right? That is the if anybody is teaching Grihasthas meditation, who is he? What is he? He's a because primary qualification is brahmacharya. So if you see all these sages, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, all these sages like Bhrigu Muni, all of them, Kardama Muni, Atri Muni, Narad Muni, they all practiced brahmacharya. Previously chanting is not there. Narad Muni, he did not say, I am chanting Hare Krishna. He was chanting, he was meditating on the lotus feet of Krishna. समझ में है? This scam that is going on, meditation, zero result you will get, zero benefit you will get, big zero. You don't get any benefit meditation. One minute meditation किया, हाके बंद किया, Prabhupada said he went to Dr. Mishra. He had a studio, some farm like that, from New York, some little bit far. So there are many followers he had, and they were meditating. He was teaching meditation. Prabhupada said, I heard some people are snoring. Is this clear? We should not meditate. We are not eligible for meditation. If you want to meditate, then you must go to Suchaudeshe Pratisthapya Sthiramasanam Atmanaha. What is it? Nati Uchcharitam Nati Nicham Chailanjana Kushottaram Tatraikagram Manakrutva. Manachittendriya Kriyaha Upavishyasana Yunjano Yoga Atma Vishuddhaya Samakaya Sirogrivam Dharayan Achalam Dhruvam Sampreksha Nasikagram Swam Dishaschanavalokanam Prashantatma Vigatabhir Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha Manas Samyamya Machitto Yukta Asita Matparaha. These two verses are spoken by who? Spoken by who? No. Spoken by Yogeshwara. Yoginam api sarvesham मद्गते अंतरात्मना श्रद्धावान भजते हो समयुक्ता tamamata. So Yogeshwara, Prabhupada says Krishna is Yogeshwara. Where it comes, Yogeshwara? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Tanudra. Suchaus, they say, Suchaus, they supers. One must go to a Tirtha place, holy place. Suchau Deshe. One must go to a, Prabhupada writes, either one should go to Haridwar, Vrindavan, or Mayapur, or Badrinath, somewhere. One should live on the bank of a holy river, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, any river, holy river. One must take bath every day. Suchau Deshe Pratistapya. One must fix under a banyan tree or somewhere. Then one should have a, deer skin. One should not meditate sitting on a wooden platform or a rock. Right? All these things is there. So that is why one should cover the asan with a deer skin. Why deer skin? You cannot kill a deer and get a skin. When the deer is dead, you can take the skin. Why deer skin? Because it shoos away insects and snakes and all that. So when he was sitting and meditating, he should not be disturbed by all these insects and all that in the forest. That's why they use deer skin. Nati ucharitam, nati nicham. It should not be high, it should not be low. Tatraikagram manakritva. Ekagra, anekagra, and sunyagra. These three agras are there. Sunyagra means, we see in our Bhagavatam class, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That is Sunyagram. We are partners. I used to have a partner. I don't want to tell his name. He was very punctual. Every day he would attend Bhagavatam class. There is a big hundi near Srinathji in the temple. He would feel so sleepy. He would stand there and he would hear the lecture. Then after some time, he would fall asleep, and then he'll fall down. The speaker will say, "Kya ho gaya, kya ho gaya?" Gir gaya. That is Sunyagram. Anekagram is all of you do. Anekagram is you are sitting, but thinking business matter, घर में क्या हो रहा है, दूध जल रहा है क्या, business, check मिलेगा क्या कल. Once I was giving class in some college, then I asked, any questions. Now I said, I am finishing class now. Any questions? One student, raised his hand and said, "I had one question, but I got an answer." What? I was thinking when you will stop the class. Now I got an answer. I got an answer. And so he was, our mind goes here and there. That is Anekagram. Then Ekagram. Fixed. Upavishyasana yunjano yoga atma vishuddhaya. Why we should perform yoga? Huh? Huh? Atma Shuddhi. It's not that, 10 मिनट करो डायबिटीज चला जाएगा, इसके लिए नहीं, नॉनसेंस। डायबिटीज से तो प्रभु सेड वॉकिंग करो। Why you are using yoga for curing diabetes or heart attack or whatever? If you have heart problem, go to heart surgeon, get operated. Not that you misuse these yoga asanas and all that, right? Commercializing, right? Yogas are meant for yoga आत्मशुद्ध हो, आत्मशुद्धि के लिए, not for sense gratification.
I used to do Kapalabhati. I got it back in it.
I also got into it, and then I used to sit in Bhagavatam class near that Bada Hundi. Then I used to do. डिवोटी लोग देखते थे क्या कर रहे हो। Atma yogas are meant for Atma Shuddhi. So in this, this is called Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. So these asanas are meant for keeping your body fit so that you can actually sit in Padmasana. इधर उधर पत्ता वित्ता खा लिया, कंदमूल, जो रूट्स वगैरह खाते हैं, ऐसा जो योगी लोग खाना खाना तो नहीं पकाते, इधर जो मिलता है वो खा लेते हैं। सो इंडाइजेशन हो गया, बार बार टॉयलेट भागना पड़ता है, फिर मेडिटेशन डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है। इसलिए योर बॉडी रिमेन्स फिट इफ यू परफॉर्म asanas, so that you don't get back pain, or you can sit, because in the next verse it is mentioned samakaya shirogrivam. Samakaya shirogrivam means your neck, your body, and then your head should remain in a straight line. Straight line. I used to learn yogasanas. That my teacher is still there. So, he always, taught me how to remain straight. Keep your body straight all the time. Then he said, you'll never become old. Because, we sit like this and we become old. समझ में आया? सर्वांगासन, इफ यू डू सर्वांगासन, तुम्हारे बाल पक गए हैं ना, वो ब्लैक हो जाएगा। वंस अपॉन अ टाइम आई परफेक्टेड दैट आसन। मैं सोचा था सफेद बाल ब्लैक हो जाएगा वापस। So that is you keep your spinal cord very straight all the time. All the time. then you will remain very healthy all the time. That is the secret. That is why Krishna is saying, Samakaya Sirogrivam. Keep your body straight. Keep your body straight. Like that. Dharayan achalam dhruvam. Right? Sampreksham nasikagram svam. You should half close your eyes. Right? And then you should look at the tip of the nose. Many people, there is a discussion, tip of the nose means this or this. Right? This. You know why? Because later on, you must be able to see Lakshmi and Narayana in here. Yeah. So, first of all, one must practice asanas and make this body healthy and perfect, fit for doing asana, for sitting, because you have to sit at least 18 hours every day for meditation. How many? 18 hours. Not that, थोड़ी देर TV देख लिया, थोड़ी देर, सर्फिंग कर लिया मोबाइल पे, चैटिंग किया और उसके बाद खाना खाया. अभी क्या करेगा? मेडिटेशन करेगा. जो टीवी सीरियल देखा उसी का डायलॉग्स याद आएगा. अभी now it is gone. When 91, when I started chanting for so many movies I had seen, I would close my eyes and start chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Then I would suddenly remember, कितने आदमी हैं? दो आदमी सरकार. सब फ्लैशबैक होता था. I used to pray to Krishna. क्या हो रहा है? That is why that is called pratyahara. So pranayama means control. There are 10 airs are mainly pranavayu. But Udana and some 5 vayus are there. Then 5 upavayus are there. Right? The technique of controlling the senses is, suppose the air is passing through my ears. Then that is called pranavayu. Right? That's called pranavayu. My ears, they come into life, and my ears start demanding filmy music, gossip. When the pranavayu passes through my eyes start demanding I should look at beautiful women, movies and all that. My pranavayu passes to the tongue demands खाने का. Right? The technique is you control the breath. You control the breath and remove the senses from the sense objects. That is called pratyahara. But this pranayama is actually it will make the airs into equilibrium. Puraka, Rechaka, in exhaling, and then Kumbhaka. So 4, 8 and 16. You have to, that is So by doing this, when it reaches equilibrium, when you can hold the air, all the senses and the mind, they become controlled. That is the mechanical way of controlling the senses. That is why pranayama is very important. Pranayama is not meant for curing diabetes and heart attack. Pranayama is meant for controlling the senses. Prabhupada said sense gratification and self-realization. Somebody who wants to practice self-realization, desire, hankering for sensual desires, he used the word ludicrous. Anybody know English? Ludicrous, abominable. If you are a devotee and then you are desiring sense gratification, you are abominable. Prabhupada says ludicrous. Right? So for that you control. You do pranayama for controlling the mind and the senses. So you stop the air passing to the ears, air passing to the nose, air touching our ears, touching the skin, touching the, you make it equilibrium. Then you hold the air. Then your eyes are not disturbed, your ears are not disturbed, your tongue is not disturbed, your mind is not disturbed. That is how, and it is very difficult. Very difficult. But keep on trying. Keep on trying. समझ में आ रहे हैं आप लोग? Yeah. What is, because why you need a long lifespan? Because you need 10,000 years for 60,000 years. Valmiki Muni took 60,000 years for perfection. Vishwamitra Muni took 60,000 years. Atri Muni took 10,000 years to become perfect. You need a long lifespan. For that, when we are born, our number of breaths are allotted, not number of years. Our lifespan depends on number of breaths. That is why 1966, 67, this jogging has started. Prabhupada was going for morning walk. Prabhupada, he saw, people jogging. Prabhupada asked his disciple, what are they doing? Prabhupada, it is called jogging. Prabhupada said, rascal. He will become a Goda in the next life. And reducing his lifespan. You know why? Because when you indulge in sense gratification, sensual pleasure, you breathe very fast. That is why brahmacharya is a must. For practitioners, like we have read in Vichitra Virya, in Mahabharata, because he had two beautiful wives and he himself is a very handsome man. He indulged in so much sex life, he died. Because too much sense gratification reduces our breaths and then our lifespan is reduced. So Prabhupada said, there are some yogis, they just, they don't breathe. They hold the air. They hold the air. So his lifespan is increased. Samajh mein hai? Oh, it's all technique, like that. Then comes pratyahara. Pratyahara means separating the senses from the sense objects. Prahlad Maharaj gave this example. Previously polygamy is allowed, now it is not allowed. But Musliman लोगों को allowed है. अभी वो भी बंद करने वाला है अमित शाह. Suppose a man has 5 wives, right? As soon as he enters the home, one wife catches hold of his hands. Come to my room, come to my room. Another wife catches his hair. Previously they used to have sikas. Come to my room, come to my room. Another wife catches his legs, come to my room, come to my room. ऐसा कैसा हालत होगा उसका? In the same way, our five senses are dragging us, the soul. Come. So man has become mad. That's why pratyahara is very important. Separating the senses from restraining the senses from the sense objects. Right? Dharana, and then anyway, next class I think we'll. Class है क्या आप लोगों का? This is very important. Then all this should be done under the guidance of a spiritual master as he teaches you. That is why there is one Swami Sivananda, he wrote a book, Yoga for Cure, or something like that. He specifically mentions that one should not practice kumbhaka without the guidance of the spiritual master. That's why he made some methods where he removed this, holding the air, and then he is only taught inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Excluding the kumbhaka process, because if you don't do it properly, even Prabhupada also said, you will become mad. You become mad. That fellow, there is one guy, Karinar. He was a Mumbai municipal commissioner. Have you heard his name? 1990s, 95, 96. Karnar. He was became so much into yoga. He was practicing yoga for 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours. He became very sick, because he was not, practicing properly or under the guidance of a spiritual master. It's very dangerous. This don't, even if you are doing pranayama, don't try this kumbhaka, holding the air. If you don't do it properly, you will become. So, one should do whatever yoga process, whether it is karma yoga, whether it is dhyana yoga, whether it is jnana yoga, whether it is hatha yoga, whether it is bhakti yoga, everything should be done by yatashrutam achintayan. As he heard from a bona fide spiritual master, he has to practice. Otherwise, there is a great danger. Why it is insisted? Because you need obedience. Because, Prabhupada says, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, 7th verse. Anybody knows? Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha samjayir gacchantya mudha padamavyayam tat. First word, what is the first word? Nirmana. Prabhupada says, here Krishna is telling qualification for surrender. What is the first qualification? Give up pride. Nirmana. Mana means pride. Nirmana. Give up pride. So, if you are proud, you don't want to listen to anybody. I will do whatever I want. आप कौन होते हो बोलने वाला? ऐसा बोलते हैं ना? This is my life. आजकल बच्चे ऐसे बोलते हैं ना? मेरा जीवन, मेरा जिंदगी, मेरा लाइफ, मेरा बॉडी, मेरा लाइफ. आप कौन होते हो बोलने वाला? ऐसा नहीं. If you want to achieve perfection in yoga, you must follow the instructions of Yogeshwara. Then only he is the one who is going to give you the result. He is the one who will check on whether you are doing it properly or not. Suppose you are writing an exam. Somebody is an examiner is there, na? Like if you anybody has gone for army recruitment, SSB, army recruitment, right? When I was in third year engineering, I went for selection, SSB, short selections, 7 years I wanted to join army. I went. They said, you are unfit, you know. You are useless. I could not do any tasks. Jumping over all that. Very interesting. TDA, you know, very testing, you know. You have to jump and all that stuff. You have to cross the obstacles. Then, you know, you have to, crawl underneath and without touching, all that stuff, you know, you have to, then they give you marks. You know, they give you marks. So examiner, so Krishna is the examiner. He will see whether you are doing it properly or not. Right? He knows. Are you doing pratyahara? Are you, while thinking, while sitting for meditation, are you thinking about women? Right? He is going to check. Accordingly, he will give the result. Right? They know. They know. So, this word, you know, yatashrutam achintayam. So, why? Because you have to give up pride. Unless you give up pride, you will not surrender to anybody. I will do whatever I want. आप कौन होते हो पूछने वाला? I come across such devotees in my department, in my. आप कौन होते हैं? मैं कौन होता हूँ? मैं हेड पुजारी हूँ. मैं जैसा बोलता हूँ वैसा करो, otherwise get out. You know, this is my way of working. This is the way I want. Yeah? This is the way I want. You know, they should be dressed because Prabhupada told. So Pujari cannot say, "Aap kaun hote ho mujhe bolne wala?" Right? When there is instruction that you must offer 4, 2, 3, 7, accordingly only you must offer. Not that, you know, there is an instruction. You know, the Sitaram Pujari, he blows the conch. He starts the, you know, process. The Radharasmiri Pujari and the Gaunite Pujari, they should follow him. Not that, you know, when I finish, then I go and, you know, put the lamp outside. No, you must follow Sitaram Pujari. They must follow Pujari. So when he stops, then Radharasmiri Pujari, Gaunite Pujari also, they should stop. Then turn, you know, and then show. Not that, you know, मेरा खत्म हो गया, फिर मेरे को खड़ा होना पड़ेगा. Right? So I tell the Pujari, you know, you others, you know, don't finish, don't, you know, turn, you know, unless all the Pujaris, they finish. Like that. So he can't tell me, who are you to tell me? Right? You must follow the standard, you know, standard procedure. Like that. Then only you get the Radharasmiri is standing there. Then you will get the result. There is one devotee, Krishnadas Prabhu, Krishnadas. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, some devotees, he was always chanting Hare Krishna. Some devotees have complained, Prabhupada is always chanting Hare Krishna. Prabhupada said, engage him in some service. They put him in Pujari service. While doing service, Pujari, I cannot, you know, while doing Achaman, you cannot say Krishnaya Namaha, Krishnaya Namaha, Krishnaya Namaha. You must say Keshavaya Namaha, Narayana Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha. You can't say, I will chant Hare Krishna. You can't say. Right? So he was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They complained. Prabhupada, he is not listening, you know, he is not chanting mantras. Bhaktisiddhanta understood, okay, let him chant Hare Krishna. So he was chanting, whole life he was chanting. Then once in his last stage, when the doctor came, he was dying. He is a very dear friend of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada and Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. They used to joke and they are very loving friends, Prabhupada and that Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. When the doctor came, they were checking, they were checking. Labadab, hamara heart se. But from his heart, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Anyway, so, okay, you are chanting Hare Krishna, you chant. But if you want to do Pujari Seva, follow the process. You have to follow the process. So that is very important. Otherwise, I will do whatever I want. No, it won't happen. It won't work like that. So unless we learn submissiveness, you will not become successful, even if you do big service. Even if you build a huge temple, but if you are not submissive in front of the spiritual master, he is not satisfied. Okay, so that is very important. So next week we will learn, how he meditated. Dhyayatas Charnambojam. This is a preliminary process I have explained. So much to explain. So I request all the devotees, please come on 14th. We have a grand celebration of 47th anniversary of Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari temple. This is the only day. This is the only day where we do Abhishek of all the deities at the same time. Otherwise, for Radhastami we do Radha Krishna, for Ramnami we do Sitaram, like that only. But all the altars, all the deities are bathed. We never bathe Lalita Vishaka, but on this day we bathe. This is a mercy of His Holiness Gopalakrishna Maharaj. Previously, we were not doing anything. So Maharaj only insisted, hey Ramrup, do it, Ramrup, do it, Ramrup, do it. Otherwise, we were not doing anything for anniversary. Then I asked Maharaj, can we do simple Abhishek? Time pass. Maharaj said, why? Why simple Abhishek? Elaborate, all opulent Abhishek you should have. All the offerings, new dress. Otherwise, we were not offering new dress, we were not doing any Abhishek. Everybody is busy in distributing prasad, like that. But Maharaj's mercy, we started. And then people like it, very nice festival. Then on the terrace there is prasadam. Please come. Anybody wants to go, Kargar temple opening is there on 14th. Morning 9 o'clock, Abhishek is there. You are welcome to go. So I want to thank all the devotees yesterday who came for celebration and then who sent the messages. I could not answer messages. I want to thank everybody who wished me. Hare Krishna. Anybody came for the first time? Please give your contacts. Let's chant 3 times Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.